Inter Milan fans gathered to show all is forgiven as they gave Romelu Lukaku a rapturous reception as the striker undergoes his medical ahead of his return to the club on a season-long loan deal. The masses of supporters perhaps came as a surprise after the Inter-Ultras previously urged their fellow fans not to welcome the striker with their flags and scarves upon his return to Italy after he betrayed the club, but that seemed to be forgotten about when he arrived. The Belgian left the San Siro for Chelsea for £98 million last summer, and while he made a good start to life back in West London, he soon struggled for form and found himself down the pecking order under boss Thomas Tuchel. After an under-par campaign that saw him net just 8 Premier League goals, Lukaku's exit seemed inevitable and Inter have been locked in talks with Chelsea over a loan return, which will see them pay £6.9 to secure him for the season, although his return didn't go down too well with the Inter-Ultras, known as the Curva Nord, who released a statement on social media to bemoan the player's behaviour last summer and said that he will have earned back their love through humility and sweat. The statement went on to read that despite being considered a king during his initial stint with the club, Lukaku will return to Inter as one like many. The Ultras went on to state, since Lukaku's return to Inter is very likely, some points need to be made clear. The Curva Nord supports Inter and will not make any objection to the player, despite last summer's behavior. Given this, no one should go to welcome him with scarves or banners of the Curva or of the groups that compose it, they added. Everything that in the future will eventually be done towards him will have to earn it on the field with humility and sweat. He was supported and treated like a king, now he is one like many. The Curva Nord group added that they were very upset at his actions last summer and while he could atone for his betrayal, they are actions that are seldom forgotten by supporters. Let us also be clear to everyone that we will never cheer against Lukaku if he wears the Inter shirt again, it read. However, we invite all Inter fans not to fall into the opposite trap, that of running immediately and drooling after him. In addition to a clear instinctive emotional aspect, pretending that nothing has happened, would only give a further acceleration to that process that has been going on for years aimed at making us all stupid and supine consumers. We are not gentlemen at the mercy of the moves of players and clubs. We took note of Lukaku's betrayal and we were very upset. To a player these things can be forgiven over time, but they remain. Lukaku's mural outside the San Siro stadium was even defaced after his switch to Stamford Bridge last summer. The mural showed Lukaku pointing 2 fingers in the air towards the Inter Milan badge and the Italian flag, and most of the phrase "Dear Milano, you're welcome" has been blocked out with black paint, barring the word Milano. Inter Milan's main ultra group in the Curva Nord are responsible for the vandalism of the mural, created for the Belgian when he first joined the club in 2019 from Manchester United. At the time, they also had a banner next to the mural directed towards the Inter hierarchy, led by Chinese club president Stephen Zhang, 29, read, "You have broken all our balls." Even after that statement and his mural being defaced, all seems to have been forgiven, with Inter fans pleased to see the return of Lukaku. The 29-year-old, who remains in contract at Chelsea until 2026, notched 64 times in just 95 appearances during his previous 2-year spell at Inter. The target man will be hoping for similar fortunes this time round and ensure he can get all the fans back on his side.